Brian, so we were doing a little bit of improvisation, making it up as you go along today. So, so we're talking about how you need a scale and you need to know what key you're in, right? So we started off. I'm pretty sure it was C minor, wasn't it? Now we were using that A natural minor shape. So here we are. All right. So now, if it's A minor when you've got no capo on, and we were talking about how you don't want to become too dependent on the capo either, okay? Because you want to be able to do it without the capo anywhere on the fretboard, okay? But for now, we'll just use that for convenience sake. So without the capo, when you're playing it down here, it's A minor, right? So if you're in C minor, let's say, or any other key, right? The question is, how far up do you have to go to get it to where it's C minor, right? So up one, A sharp, B, no B sharp, so C. So C minor, there we go. So we're putting on third fret. And then we've got exactly the same shape, but then we can just kind of wander about and do whatever you want to do. So we went through a couple of different phrases that you can do, but basically on top of those, the main thing is try and have a few hammer-ons, pull-offs, slides in there, just to kind of make it a bit smoother. You don't want it to be constant. It can be just a little bit bland when it's always like that. So then we went up to E minor. So again, so instead of starting off down an A minor this time, we already know that we're on C here, so we might as well start here. So C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E minor, right? So we're up here. And then we kind of went off on a bit of a tangent talking about sort of funky strumming. So the chords there were A minor 7, D minor 7, so barring here, boom, D minor 7 with G in the bass, and then C major 7. Now, of course, they're not actually, so this is really E minor 7 because it's A minor up 7 frets, so we'll just call it that for now. Okay, so remember, the main thing is to keep the hand moving, okay? The last thing you want is this. Stop, start, stop, stop, start. So that's never going to sound good, right? It might sound similar, but it's going to be choppy. It's not going to have a good flow to it, and you're going to be much more likely to trip over the rhythm and kind of and make a mess of it as well. So just down up like this. So if you want to just start off by just hitting all of them equally, that's fine. So and just remember that you can emphasize upbeats as well as downs, okay? So down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So we're talking about that staccato stuff as well. Doesn't have to be too, if there's a couple of other strings, it depends on what you're doing, of course. Maybe you do need it to be a complete stop. In which case, yeah, getting that little finger in there. So that's one way of doing it as well. Okay, so then we moved on to the theory end of things, right? So we're talking about the three kind of easy keys to play on the guitar. So they are C. Now we'll just talk about major for now. So we haven't gotten on to minor yet, but just to give you a little clue, if you know the major, you already know the minor. Okay, it's just a kind of a different way of looking at it. You're starting from a different point, but we'll get into that next week. Okay, but for now, three easy keys are C, D, and G. Okay, reason being is because all of your open strings, E, A, D, G, B, and E, those notes are in the keys of C, D, and G. Okay, so that's why they're just a bit easier. They have a lot of open chords in them because there's and you don't need to bar very much. So And we were talking about the chords that are available to you in each key. So I'm just going to run through them real quick. Okay, so for C major, you've got C, D minor. So you're going C, up a tone, that's 2 frets, C, C sharp, D minor. Another tone with a minor chord, that's E minor. Semitone to a major chord, that's F. Tone to a major chord, that's G. Another tone to a minor chord, it's A minor. Another tone to a diminished chord, and then a semitone back up to a major chord, so that's C again. Okay, so what I want you to do is just kind of wander about those chords and just see what ones you come up against. And they're fairly predictable sounding because those are the natural chords in that key, so they're all going to sound quite obvious, right? But what I want you to do as well is, let's say, pick any random key, like let's say A major, right? So if you want to play your set of C chords here, and you want to do it in the key of A, so when there's no capo, we're on C, so C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. So we're on the so if we want to do that, play that particular set of shapes and that scale in the key of A, then this is where we have to take it. Now, obviously, so now problem is, of course, that we're cutting off this whole thing, right? So a better way to do it usually would be to say, well, you've got your G set of chords here, so that's G, A minor, B minor, C, D, E minor, F sharp diminished, and then back to G again, right? So now G is only just below the key we want, so that's no capo is G, G sharp, A, so second fret, and so that's why I was getting you to play an A major chord while I did a G up here, because when I do a G up 2 frets, it's actually an A, right? There we go. Okay, so just get familiar with those three keys, okay? Those three sets of chords, because you can play pretty much anything, with a capo. You just need to take it up to the right key, and there you go. You've got a whole bunch of chords there that are nice, easily accessed, and you can do them anywhere as well. Okay, so I think that about covers it. All right, so I'll see you next time.